Oh, hey everyone. So as an outdoor YouTube channel videographer, it is no secret that a lot of my videos are actually produced on the GoPro camera as one of my main equipment. And that's mostly due to its relative size. Everything that I'm going to be filming with today pretty much fit in my bike pouch. So there's the GoPro camera on a tripod. Got my clamp mount. The filters I'm going to be showing you. And not going to take these out right now, but a handful of extra batteries. Okay, so let me get this helmet off. Whew. It's a little bit warm today. It's about 83 degrees with high humidity, but thank God it's not raining because it's been a real rainy summer, as you know by my other video. And I stepped over into the shade a little bit so I could have a little bit better video quality recording from the phone. Because I am using the phone right now. So, yeah, with the GoPro camera, everything I love about it, I wish other camera manufacturers would put into their cameras, especially if you're going to end up paying $1,000 to $5,000 for a setup. And those features are: one, the rock steady image stabilization; two, the color science has been greatly improved with the 11 over the 7. I mean, 5K shooting linear at standard resolution and not ProRes is pretty much all I need. And also the waterproof and ruggedness. I've had my GoPros out in the weather. I've had them dropped. I've bumped them and everything. Well, this is the GoPro 11 with the media mod on it. The microphone greatly increases the audio capability. But one thing I like that they did with the 11 over the 7 was they made this lens cover totally removable. With the 7, my instructions said it was removable, but I could never get that cover off. This one here, they just went back to a simple twist and it comes off. So with having a non-removable lens, that limited me as to whether or not I could put filters on and test the filters. Also, if this got scratched, you would have to send it into GoPro to be replaced. So one of the problems that you run into is with trying to put any sort of filter system on it, whether it be any camera at all or the GoPro, is you've got your lens element here, you got a cover here, and then with the 7, I had bought the filters that went on top. Problem with that is you're adding several layers and you're degrading your video tremendously, I found out. The other problem is, hang on, I need to put you down so I can put this back on. Okay, so it's not difficult to actually take on and off, put it back on. It's just trying to do it one hand while filming. So the other issue is with the 7 is the filters I had bought, I immediately gotten rid of them because of the reduced video quality, because you're adding so many layers on top of that lens element. Also, because they slid on top, I don't do diving or much snorkeling anymore, and I found the ones for underwater with the water pressure, every time I would move, they would pop off. You also run into, even on land, they would pop off, and they just were not that good quality. So the ones I'm going to be testing today are the K&F filters. So with the other filters that just slid over the top, the other problem that I found is I was kind of limited. I either had to go with a circular polarizer, an ND filter, or one of the colored ones for using underwater. They did not have an all-in-one system. So if you know me, I like camera gear that just works. I mostly shoot in auto mode, so yes, I am probably a lazy photographer and lazy videographer by a lot of people's standards. I don't go into manual much and fiddle around with settings, except for if I'm doing like a sunrise or a sunset, because a lot of times your cameras will overexpose. I just like to get out there, shoot my video, show you the beauty of the environment, and go. And also, when I get home, I do not like to do that much editing. To me, it takes long enough to put a video together and edit the storyline and all the clips, versus also doing the color grading and also applying gamma to get rid of the haze. So I am hoping with the K&F filters that I have found on Amazon that these actually provide what I need to go ahead and reduce the amount of time I am color grading and also applying gamma. These here are ND filters with built-in circular polarizers. So for example, this one here is it's called the Nano X. It's an ND, looks like 16 plus circular polarizer. This one here is the ND 64. This is a 32. And then you have the ND8. Nice thing about these is I can go ahead and remove this, pop these on, and I'm not adding really that extra layer of glass. Well, I had to leave that park location that I was hoping to film at because it's noontime and there was already two guys who were intoxicated, drinking beer. One of them came up to me while I was trying to film, rambling something about drugs, women, and things not being like they used to be. It's only noontime. My small rural town is changing. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to be testing out the filters, and we'll see if this is going to make the video quality better. It's going to make it easier to shoot with. So what I'm going to do with the GoPro is I am going to shoot just standardly how I have it set up, using 5K linear and just in the auto settings, not even shooting in ProRes and then editing later. So you basically get the point. I think for today, the 16 is probably going to provide enough. So I'm going to go back to the other location. I'm going to switch over to the 16 and we'll see what it looks like being close to the water. One thing I am noticing is getting these lens filters and lens protection on and off with the media mod on can be a little bit difficult because the rubber hits it. Otherwise, it's pretty straightforward and easy. Alrighty, so let me go ahead, get home, get this on my computer, see what it looks like. A lot of memories playing Little League Baseball in this park. Probably about 45 years ago now, wow. The grass wasn't as green. There was a little bit more dirt. Backstops are a little bit different, and I don't think we had all the lighting we had. But yeah, a lot of memories playing Little League Baseball here until they moved it to park down in Mapleville.